Hello everyone! Today I have this 10-minute meditation for you. I am going to be centering it a little bit around the full moon in Libra that's coming up this coming Saturday, I mean. This meditation is going to be very grounding. It's going to be really centered and rooted in self-love, giving to yourself, but the main theme that I really want to get across is no thoughts. So no thoughts up here. We are just going to be feeling and scanning the body without attaching a story to it, without creating a narrative, without putting words to something that is not a word, that is not physical, feelings, right? Or thoughts. Thoughts are not physical either, right? But they do create the reality that we perceive. And sometimes we don't even realize how heavily we are holding on to a story, or we're uncertain or unaware of what stories connect with what feelings and just how much they really affect us in our day-to-day life. So, like I said, this is for the full moon, but it really is just a good meditation to come home to yourself and clear the mind. So we'll begin in an easy seated position. I'm seated up on a little blanket. You can't really see, but it's right here. I just folded up my Astros blanket that I used in my previous video and gave myself a nice little spot to sit. I also have some water by my side just in case I get a little bit thirsty. I would encourage you to always keep some form of hydration near you whenever you're meditating, because you will get parched. Okay, so we'll begin in an easy seat. Roll the shoulders back, and we'll just start with putting the right ear to our right shoulder. Our head and our body is going to be in this position for a little bit of time. So I like to warm up the neck and the rest of the body, particularly too because in meditation we can start to fidget because we feel uncomfortable with what's coming up. We'll take the right arm up overhead, look up towards the sky, breathe into your chest. Exhale, let it out through the mouth. Palm faces down towards the earth. Other side. I always think it's really nice to move the body, but particularly when you're going to be still. Give me an inhale. Out the mouth, exhale. Okay, perfect. We'll take our palms to heart center. And we'll just take one cleansing breath here. Close your eyes. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, fill up. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. Hold. Exhale, push it all out. Perfect. We will take our hands in a simple mudra by connecting our fingertip of the pointer finger to the fingertip of our thumb. And then we just do that on both sides, so it's like a little, I don't know, like a three, like a little flower, I don't know. And again, rolling those shoulders back so your chest is nice and open. Make sure that your seat is nice and rooted and you feel safe. And we'll just begin by closing down the eyes, taking note of any sensations that are occurring in your body at this time. Wandering around, maybe the arms or the chest, the belly. Maybe you can already hear some thoughts creeping in. Maybe it's more than creeping in. Maybe they're yelling at you. Maybe you have a lot of commotion occurring in the mind. Maybe some tears are being shed. Maybe the breath is becoming a little bit shallow. Next time you exhale, I want you to take a big inhale with me. Breathe in. And exhale out the mouth. Another breath in, and this time we'll exhale through the nose. Inhale. And exhale through the nose. We'll be taking a couple rounds of Ujjayi Breath. If you want to use Ujjayi Breath throughout the entirety of the practice, I would strongly recommend it. But since it might be a new breathwork practice for you, a new breath technique, I would recommend just moving with the rounds that we're going to do together. If you feel okay exploring it on your own a little bit, but you are not obligated to maintain that breath technique throughout the practice if it is not feeling okay for you. So with Ujjayi Breath, it's going to be in the nose, out the nose, but we're going to have a little bit of constriction in the back of our throat. It's going to sound like an ocean crashing. So think of fogging up a mirror with your mouth closed. So it'll sound like this. Hope you could hear that. So we'll inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose, constrict the back of the throat. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. I'll keep guiding you and moving through this breath for about 5 more rounds. And then I will start guiding your awareness back to your body so we can begin officially our 10-minute meditation. So let's begin again with the Ujjayi Breath technique for 5 rounds. Give me an inhale through the nose. Exhale, constrict the back of the throat. Inhale. Exhale. Your breath might be getting longer here. Exhale. Maybe you are already feeling the calming sensations. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Last one. Inhale. Empty it all out through the nose again. Beautiful. We'll close down the eyes if they were not closed already. With our hands still in the simple mudra, foretip and thumb. Inhale through the nose up to the headspace. As you exhale, let all your thoughts empty out. Another inhale into the mind space. Flow freely on the exhale. Inhale. You feel every thought combining as one. And on your exhale, it all floats away from the mind. Keep your breath here. I will mention an inhale and an exhale at random points throughout this meditation, but mainly I will be guiding awareness towards your body, towards space, emptiness. Stick with a natural breath rhythm. So often we can get turned around on our way. We hear this thought telling us, talk to this person, say this to this person will like you if you do this. We hear thoughts that say, no, don't say that to yourself, be kind, stop it, don't think that, do this instead. When really, we don't have to scold ourselves, we don't have to instruct ourselves. We have to let go. Sometimes that seems like the hardest thing to do because we think we need a plan. We think that we need reasons to feel. We justify the thoughts that we have. When really, having is more of a possessive term of language. We don't really have thoughts, we don't really have feelings. That would imply that they are permanent, that they don't come and go. Really, each day we experience thoughts and we experience feelings, but never unless we unconsciously do so. Do we have them? Do we claim them? And I say unconsciously because when it's brought to your attention, you realize, oh yeah, I don't have to think about this. I don't have to speak to myself this way. I don't have to let my emotions guide me. I don't have to confuse emotions with decisions, emotions with identity. When you bring awareness to it, you realize this is all an experience. There's no wrong way. There's no right way. There is only choice. And even more so beyond that, there is only space. I invite you to take an Ujjayi breath here. Inhale, exhale, clear away any remaining harm or loudness that's occurring in your mind. It's in the subtleness of quiet, of breath, that we come home and create a sense of still. We are not responsible for other people. We cannot control everyone. We cannot control everything. So let it go. Let every single thought be free. Notice the emptiness that is present after my voice guides your exhales. Inhale. Feel the body, feel the sensations. Exhale, release. Inhale, breathing love into every crevice and corner. Exhale, release negativity. Inhale, spreading joy. Exhale, releasing self-harm and self-hatred. Continue with your own breath at a pace that's comfortable for you. So often we think we're stuck. We think, oh, I can never get over this. I can never see this differently. I can never, I can never, I can never. Maybe today we can try to reframe I can never into I can. Removing one little word feels so much lighter. Feel how much you give back to yourself when you replace every thought with space. You cannot stop yourself from thinking, but you can allow yourself to find clarity. To allow clarity to travel its way into you. Keep emptying the head. Keep emptying the vessel. I'll leave you here on your own. I'll invite some wind chimes to guide you back before we close. Begin to wiggle the fingers just so slightly. Notice the space where no thought exists, where feeling may be present, but is not everything. Notice how clear, how light, and how shifted you might feel in this moment. Give me a big inhale through the nose. Out the mouth, release it all. One more, just like that. Bring your palms to heart center. Bow the head towards your heart as an act of gratitude for placing your well-being first today, for opening to an experience that was new. You may open your eyes. Think kind thoughts. Speak kind words. And share kind love. All in space. Thank you so much for letting me guide you today. I hope that this practice was really calming and soothing for you. I feel a lot more soothed, and maybe there might still be a little bit of residual anxiety, maybe a little bit of sadness, maybe excitement. Whatever you're feeling is completely normal. It's completely okay. And be there for yourself. You can come back to this at any point in your day, not only the video, but the breathing technique that I introduced you to, and also just creating that space, finding that space within you. Thank you again. Much peace, much love your way. Namaste.